Hi students, let's start today's topic, the next physiographic division of our country, the Northern Plains. Before starting this topic, Northern Plain, I would like to say what are plains? The plains are large stretch of flat land. They are generally more than 200 above meter from sea level. And most of the plain are formed by the work of river and their tributary. The rivers flow down from their mountain and erode them. They carry the erode materials and then they deposit the load of consisting sand, steel, clay and in their valleys. In this way, plain are formed. So, in our countries, plain are formed by the work of three main rivers. Which are the three main rivers? The three main rivers is that the Indus, the Ganga, the Brahmaputra. And these plains are situated in between the Himalayan mountain in north and the peninsular plateau in the south. In this picture, you have seen that this whole area in between the Himalayan mountain and peninsular plateau, these are the plain area of our country. These plains are formed due to these three main rivers. First of all, the Indus, second Ganga and third Brahmaputra. So, in these three main rivers or activities and their tributaries or activities region, these plains are formed. So, let us start of our country's plain area. In our country's plain area, from Indus to Brahmaputra, the total length is 2500 km from west to east direction. So, next let us start our country's northern plain, which also another known as the Indo-Gangetic plain. So, these are the features of northern plain. One by one I will discuss and explain also. So, first is the northern plain has been formed by the work of three main rivers such as the Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus and their tributaries. In this three main rivers and their tributaries work activities wise, in our country's plain are formed. So, next this plain area are formed by alluvial soil. This whole plain area is formed by the alluvial soil. Next, this whole covering area of the plain is of 7 lakhs square kilometer. Total area 7 lakhs square kilometer. Then third is the plain is ideal for agriculture, construction, building and roadway. Why? Because these areas are made by work of three main and river activities. In this region, the soil also alluvial and available of water in this region ideal for agriculture. And also consisting building and roadway and railway is easy. Why? Because this area is a plain area. That's why to make these things to easier in this region. So, next this plain area spread the states of Haryana, Delhi, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, partly Jharkhand, West Bengal and some part of Assam. So, in our countries these states area the northern plain are spread. According to state wise, these plains are divided into four groups. First of all, Punjab plains and Rajasthan plains, Ganga plains and Brahmaputra plains. These are the four parts according to the region. And also according to the variation of relief features wise, northern plain are divided into four groups. First one known as Bhavar, Tarai, Bhangar and Khadar. According to north, south direction wise, these are the four divisions. So, let us start first of all Bhavar. What is Bhavar? The river, after coming from Shivalik foothills, deposit pebbles and boulder in a narrow belt about 8 to 16 km wide, laying parallel to the slope. That area is known as Bhabor. Means after end of Shivalik, there is a narrow belt covering 8 to 16 km, that is known as area Bhabor. Next Tarai. Tarai, the south of Bhabor, means after complete of Bhabor area, then is a wide, then another area wide almost 10 to 20 km, where the rivers re-emerge. Means on that area the rivers again starts, and that area create a wet, swampy and marshy region. This area is known as Tarai. Let's see in this picture, we can understand better which area is known as Tarai and which area is known as Bhabor. So in this picture you have seen that first portion in this area after ending of Shivalik, this area is known as Bhabor, means area, and after end of Bhabor, then another area which was covered with swampy and massy waste, and this area also source of re-emerge of river, that area is known as Tarai. So that area is known as Tarai. So next in this picture also there are other two parts also there, that is known as Bhangar and Khadar. So first of all, Bhangar. What is Bhangar? So Bhangar means Bhangar and Khadar both are known as alluvial plain, because they are formed by alluvial soils. So first of all, Bhangar, the south of the Tarai belt, the old alluvium deposit like features is called Bhangar. And second is known as Khadar. Khadar means the newer, younger deposit of the food plains are called Khadar. It is the most fertile than Bhangar and ideal for agriculture. Why? Because Khadar is newly deposit, that's why they are more fertile than Bhangar. Then another part, these are the four parts. Then another also important part also situated about our country's plain. The mouth of this mighty river also forms some large delta of the old, such as Sundarban, which is also part of the plain area. The Sundarban, all of you know, which is the largest delta in the world. It is also part of the plain. Why? Because because in the beginning of the topic we will say that the plain, how they form, how the plain are formed. In this way, the Sundarban also formed due to the work of two main rivers, Ganga and Brahmaputra. In this region, these are also also part of the northern plain. So let's see in this picture also where the plain are in Sundarban situated. These are the area. Where the Sundarban, where the Royal Bengal tiger also situated, found, and this part is also known as the northern plain. So that is the today's topic. Then next day we will discuss about the next part. Thank you.